All right, hey everybody, and welcome to Zenfolio Live. I'm Robert with Zenfolio Customer Support, and thank you for joining us here on today's live stream. Now, today we're going to be talking about including digital downloads in your packages. I'm going to give you a couple of examples, give you some strategies on how I set that up, and then we're going to take you guys' questions live. So if you're watching, this is your first time watching us, make sure to say hello to us in the chat and let us know where you're from. And then also, if you have any questions about Zenfolio, make sure to get those in the chat as we're talking about the content, even if it's off subject or, whatever it has to do with, make sure to get those questions in the chat so we can get those answered live. Now, those of you guys who are watching the recorded version of this, we'd love to have you come and hang out with us on the live stream, but I understand life is busy and you can't always drop what you're doing and come hang out with us. Now, there is going to be a link below the video in the description that will let you submit questions for next week, and that way I can make sure to answer those questions the following week. Don't forget, we are in iTunes, so if you search iTunes, search Zenfolio Video Tutorials, and make sure you subscribe there. All right, let me say hi to you guys in chat really quick. So let's see here. Roxanne says, hey, nice intro. Hope you guys like the new intro. So I was feeling like it was time to kind of freshen things up a little bit. Hope you guys like it. Tomorrow was just getting a little stuck in my head. So I thought I would freshen that up a little bit. But hey, Roxanne, thanks for coming and hanging out with us again. It's always awesome to have you here with us. We've got Nelson Soto. Unfortunately, I don't understand Spanish, so I'm going to work. I think he's wondering about subtitles. Unfortunately, we don't have those at the moment. We've got Michelle Jones from Phoenix, Arizona. Hey, Michelle, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. And then we've got Phil Powell from Maryland. So, hey, Phil, thanks for coming and hanging out with us from Maryland. I'm actually just down below you a little bit in North Carolina. Well, I think quite a bit a ways anyway, but down here in North Carolina. So, guys, today we're going to be talking about putting digital products in your packages. So let me go ahead and jump into that. Like I said, if you guys have any questions during the live stream at all, make sure to throw those in the chat. And I'm also going to get to the email questions that we have as well. But let's go ahead and start talking about adding digital products into our packages. So what we're going to do first is I'm just going to go, and the first thing is obviously you need to have digital products created. So there's a really great tutorial that will walk you through this really in depth on our YouTube channel. If I can get Cheryl to throw that in the chat for me, there's a link to that tutorial. It's going to really walk you through setting up digital products really in depth. I'm going to give a quick run through it really quick now because we need to make sure that we have those in order to put those in our packages. So what I'm going to do is go to, where am I going to go? I'm going to go to selling right here. Just click right on selling in your header menu. And then you're going to see a little tile here that says digital products. Now, I do want to point out this is only going to be available for those of you guys who have a pro account or higher. So digital products and the selling features like packages and things like that are only available on pro or higher account levels. So if you've got a starter plan, you would definitely need to upgrade for this option. But what we're going to do is click on digital products, and I've probably already got tons of different options in here, but I'm going to walk you guys through creating two different types of digital products. Then we're going to add those to a package. We'll build a package together and we'll put it on a price list, and I'll show you how it works for a client. So the first thing we're going to do is click Add Products right here, and we are creating a digital product. Now, anywhere you have the option to give a product a title, such as your package title, or in this case, the digital product title, you want to make sure that you put a good title on it, because this is how it's going to show up to your clients on your price list. So for this one, I'm just going to call this single image download. Or if you're creating this specifically to put in a package, you might even want to give it a title like free digital download as well. So I'm just going to do this one, free image download. And I'm going to tell you why I'm doing that here a little later on when we get to the packages part. So free image download, free download, whatever you want to title it. Let me just fix that. Whatever you want to title it. Again, I'm calling this free because I'm only going to make this available inside of my packages. I'm not actually going to put this on a price list. So now what I'm going to do is choose photos for product type. Then we're going to go to license and choose the correct license. I'm going to use a royalty-free personal use. I'm going to leave the image dimensions set to original photo. Now you can change this if you want. Image dimensions are going to be what the final image that the client gets to download is going to be. I'm going to leave this to original photo just to make this nice and easy. So next category, I'm going to leave this set to download. We're going to scroll on down. Minimum number required. We're going to leave both of these set to 1. Basically what I'm doing is I'm creating a digital product that I'm going to put in a package that looks like it's going to be free to the client, even though we are going to charge for it in the package price. So we're going to leave this set to 1. And then we're going to come to the very bottom and we're going to hit save. So now we've created a single image free download. Maybe we want to add more than just a single image. Let's go ahead and do this one more time. And let's do 5. Let's do 5 free downloads. Or 5 free digital images, maybe. Maybe you want to word it that way. So 5 free digital downloads. Just like that. Same license I'm going to apply to it. And then I'm going to leave the image dimensions original. And then we're going to go down here. Minimum number, I'm still going to leave that set to 1, but I'm going to set the max to be 5. Right here like this. And then we are going to just go down here to the bottom and we're going to save this. So now we've created our digital products. Again, I went through that really fast. If you're not familiar with creating digital products, I would definitely recommend checking out the tutorial that Cheryl just threw out in the chat for you guys. It's going to walk you through the process in a lot more detail. Now, I am doing something a little different than what's shown on that tutorial. I am creating these digital downloads to be specifically used inside of my packages. And that is why I am titling them free, so I understand that those are the ones that I want to use. And plus, I want that title to show up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to create a couple of packages. So I'm going to go to Selling. We're going to click on Packages right here. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to start off from scratch. I want to walk you guys through it. We're going to go Add New Package. And in the package title, I know us as photographers are really bad about the habit of just saying, hey, this is package A. The problem with that is that package A, a little later on, as you'll see, doesn't really tell your client anything about this package when they're viewing it in the Quick Shop option. So in the Quick Shop option, the title is going to be the only thing that shows up to your clients. So you want to make sure that you put some information in here. So what I'm going to do is go right here and I'm going to click rename, and we're going to, instead of just saying package A, we are going to write something like this, package A. And I'm going to say package A has 1 8x10, 2 5x7s, and 1 free download. So let me capitalize that just to emphasize that a little bit. 1 free download. So that's how I'm going to title this, because that's the way this is going to appear to my clients in the Quick Shop section. So now the next thing is setting up this package. Obviously, you're going to want to choose the correct currency. So if you're selling in a different currency, you'll want to change this. And then next is the package type. Now, the package type is going to determine how many photos the client can use for this package. So if you want them to be able to select a single photo and that photo to apply to all of the products in the package, including the digital download, you're going to want to leave this set to be 1 photo right here for all products in the package. Or if you want, you can switch it to 1 photo for each product, and then your clients can choose multiple poses to be used on the different products that are in there. So that's the difference between the two. For this one, I'm just going to do 1 photo for all products in the package. And then next, what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and we are going to add our products in. So I'm going to start with the 8x10 and the 5x7. So what I'm going to do is go here. I'm going to click Add Products. And when you do this, you want to be mindful of what lab you plan on using for your a la carte products in your price list later on. So I would definitely, if you haven't set up packages yet, and if you haven't set up a price list yet, one of the things that you want to make sure you're doing is working with a single vendor. That way all of your products are shipped from the same place and your clients aren't paying shipping to two separate vendors. So if you see all vendors in the top right, you want to make sure that you change this and choose the vendor that you're going to use on your price list. So I'm going to click up here. And for this price list, let's just go ahead and work off of MPix Lab. So we're going to choose MPix Lab. And I'm going to go to Prints. And we are going to add in that 5x7 and that 8x10 right here. I'm going to come down. Let me get myself out of the way here. I'm going to come down to the bottom here and click Add Selected Products. All right, so now we've added those print products in. The next step that you want to take if you're using a lab that offers color correction is you want to make sure that you're setting up the color correction setting here. So you either want to set the color correction to be applied or to do not enhance, and you want to make sure that you also follow those same settings when you build your price list, which we'll do next after we set up these packages. So I'm going to leave the color correction on do not enhance for this package. Now the next thing I need to do is, we said that there were going to be two 5x7s here. So we're going to scroll down and we're going to bump up this quantity right here to 2. So I'm going to click on that and bump that up to 2. And then for the color conversion and the cropping, this is, I'm going to let my clients crop, but color conversion, I am going to turn that off. Now, if you're not familiar with what color conversion is, that allows your clients to make black and white and sepia tone conversions to your images. It doesn't cost them anything. It doesn't cost you anything. However, personally for me as a photographer, I want to maintain control over my images. And if my clients want them to be black and white, they can email me and ask me for them to be black and white. I just don't want them to do the conversion on their own. That's just a personal preference for me. It's definitely fine to leave either option turned on. For cropping, I'm just going to let them crop. That's fine. I'm going to click apply. Then I'm going to come down and do the same thing to the 8x10. Color conversion, we're going to turn that color conversion off. Leave cropping to let the client crop, and I'm going to hit apply. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to, and let me get myself here out of the way so this looks a little bit better to you guys. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add in that digital product. So I'm going to go back up to the top. We're going to click the Add Products button. And this time we want to get out of MPix and we want to click on our studio name because that is where the digital products will be. So we're going to click there, and there is digital downloads. And here is that free download right here. So I'm going to click on free download, add this in. And then let me show you guys how this looks. So here are the prints from MPix. And then separated is the digital download. And so now what we need to do is we need to set up the pricing for this package. So you can do it one of two ways. I'm going to show you the way that I recommend doing it. Or let me show you one way of doing it, and then I'll show you the way that I usually recommend doing it. Now, if you don't want this download to be called free download, you just want to have a digital download, you can set this package price up by first setting a price here. So let's say for the prints, you want that portion of the package to cost $15. You can put 15 in there. And then you can come down here and put another $5 for the digital download, making the entire package cost $20. What I like to do, though, is I like to make my clients feel like they're getting something for free when they're buying this package. That's the reason that I named the download free download. So I'm going to take this $5 out of the digital section. I'm going to make that free, and I'm going to put it up here in the print section. So you pay $20 and you get a free digital download is what it looks like to my clients, even though we're really accounting for the cost of the download in the actual selling price of the package. It looks like they're getting it for free. So that's how I like to set them up. That way it looks a little bit better. It's an easier way to, it's easier to promote it to your clients that way. And then the next thing we're going to do is just click the little next button down here on the bottom. That's going to save our package. And then if we want to put a description in here, you can. You don't have to. We are just going to go to the very bottom again and click next. And now we are finished. So now we have got package A, which has one digital download. And let me fix this name here. I must have missed that part right there. There we go. So package A, which has one 8x10, two 5x7s, and one free download in it. So now let's use that 5 free downloads that I created. Now let's say we want to make it, let me delete this here so we don't have too many package A's. Let's say we're going to make it pretty close to package A, maybe with some minor tweaks, maybe just changing a few of the numbers and adding an additional print size. Well, rather than starting from scratch and going through that whole process again, I'm just going to mute my computer. I'm just going to duplicate this right here and then just change the few settings that I need to change. So I'm going to hit duplicate. And then we're going to go in and just customize this. So we're going to go to products. We'll customize the name first. So let's say this is package B. And in package B, maybe they get 2 8x10s, 4 5x7s, 5 free downloads. And let me put that there. And we're going to delete the copy up here after the end. All right. So package B is 2 8x10s, 4 5x7s, and 5 free downloads. So now what we're going to do is we are going to swap this because there's not really a reason to download the same image 5 times. All you need is one digital file of that image. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this package type. We're going to change this to be 1 photo for each product in the package. And then we're going to limit the number of photos to 5 right here. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we're just going to update the quantity of the products. So for the 5x7, we're just going to bump that up to 4. We don't have to change anything else. Everything else is already set up. For the 8x10, we're going to come down here and bump that quantity up to 2. And then what we're going to do for the digital download is we're going to remove that. And we're going to add in that other one that we created. So we're going to click here. And we're going to go to downloads. And now 5 free digital downloads right here. We're going to add that in. And then obviously as a last step, we're going to raise the price of this package up a little bit. Now I'm still going to leave the digital download section at 0, again, because I want my clients to feel like they're getting something free when they purchase this package, even though we're putting the cost of the digital downloads in the print section. So let's say for this one, we're going to double the cost of this to 40. So we're going to double it up to 40, and then we're going to hit save, and we're going to hit done. So now what we've done is we've created 2 packages. Both of them have free digital downloads in them. And you can see right here the title and all of that information there. Let me check on you guys in chat really quick. And then we'll come back and finish this up by going and putting these in a price list. We'll build a really quick a la carte price list. And then I'll show you how these work for the client on the buying side once we have everything set up. So let me check on you guys in chat really quick. All right, looks like Cheryl threw that chat out. Yes, as she said, don't be shy. Please definitely throw your questions out in the chat. I will get to them as soon as I can. And it looks like David. Hey, David, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. He says, hello from Montana. I have a question. I want to give my customers the opportunity to buy social media images, but I want it as social media tags on my photography Facebook page. But I want to use it as social media tags on my Facebook page. So I'm not sure what you're referring to on that last part of the question about social media tags on your Facebook page. But if you want to set up a social media digital download, you can definitely do that and have our system process the image a little bit differently so that it's a smaller file and it really is only used on the on social media and things like that. So let me show you how to do that really quick. We'll jump back into digital products. So we'll go to selling, and then we'll go to digital products. And let me just make this a little bit bigger here. And so let's say you want to do a social media download only. I've already got a single image download created here, but let me just go ahead and start from scratch and show you how I would set this up if it was me, David. So what I would do is go here to title, and maybe you want to put social media use download, or for Facebook, or however you want to title this, so that your clients understand that this download is specifically used for online purposes only. You could even do no printing like this if you wanted to add that there. Now also the license is going to show up there too, and we do have a license specifically for online use only. So if you go to license right here, you can go to license and you can say unlimited online use, no printing. So you're going to go right here, unlimited online use, no printing. And then you can change the image dimensions right here to be low resolution. And then our system, when they purchase this product, will process the image, downsize it to that 1 megapixel limit, and then email it to your clients after they've paid for it. Minimum number, maximum number, we would leave that set to 1. And then we would just save this product. And then I'm going to add that to our price list so you can see how it looks. But right here, you can see single image download, social media use, unlimited online use, no printing right here. Same thing right here. It looks like I've already made a couple of these, but here's another one right here. Social media use, unlimited online use, no printing. So let me just delete this one here. All right, so now we're going to jump back. We're going to go and we're going to build a price list with those packages, and then I'll use this single or that social media digital product on the price list as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to selling. We're going to go to price list, and we're going to start with a blank price list. I've already got a ton in here. Let me just delete a couple of these that are not being used really quick, just so this doesn't look so crazy in here next week, whenever we come in here next week. All right. And you can see I'm deleting the one that's not assigned to any photos. So I'm just deleting those. All right, so let's start with a blank price list. We'll go add blank price list. And I'm just going to call this one Portraits 2018. Now, price list, you can have as many as you want. If you're not really familiar with working on price lists, I would definitely check out some of the videos on our channel. We've got lots of tutorials that will walk you through, show you some of the best practices and ways to make a really, really good price list. But I'm just going to call this one Portraits 2018. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go add products. And right now I'm going to add the packages. So I'm going to click on packages. And here's package A with the 1 free download, and package B. We're going to add that in. And we're done with that. We don't have to do anything else. The prices are already set. Packages are good to go. So now let's create an a la carte price list really quick. So we're going to go back to add products. This time we're going to switch over to MPix. So I'm going to click up here. We're going to go to MPix because that's the lab that we used when we built the packages. So we want to be consistent, and that way this price list is built all from one vendor. Very important that you guys do that. So let's go here, and I'm just going to pick some products at random really quick, just so we have some stuff in here. And then we'll just do the pricing formula. If you're not familiar, again, with building a price list, I would definitely check out the video tutorials that we have on the channel. There's several different ones. I personally recommend, if it's at all possible, build a price list based on your camera's aspect ratio. That way your images fit on all the print products that you want to offer your clients, and you don't have to worry about there being any cropping issues. So I'm just going to apply this, and now we've marked up all of these products accordingly. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the a la carte digital products so that they're outside of the packages. So I'm going to go add products again. This time we'll click up here. We will choose our name. We'll go to downloads. And then here's that social media use download right here. And then rather than offering the free downloads, because we definitely don't want to offer those, I'm just going to do single image download right here and add products. So now we need to set a price on these digital download products. So for the social media use, obviously it's going to be a little bit cheaper. Maybe you want to just charge $5. For the single image download with full printing rights, somewhere between 25 and 30. That's not what I'm suggesting to you at all. That's what I charge in my area. Definitely do some research and know the value of your digital products. Make sure that you're talking to other photographers in your area if you're not sure, and researching what you should be charging for your products. So I'm just going to put 30 in here for that. And so now we've got the digital downloads in here, the print items, a la carte, and the packages. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have our quick shop products set up so we can control what's shown in the side buying panel. So down here at the bottom is quick shop products, and by default it is set up to automatically select 10 products. However, anywhere you have the opportunity to go in and be strategic with things and take control of it, I would definitely recommend doing that. So I'm going to uncheck this option, and then what I'm going to do is add everything over. So I'm going to click the top right here. I'm going to hold shift, click the last product, and hit add, and then we're going to move these around. Now, personally, what I suggest doing is putting the products that have the highest profit margin up to the top of the list. That's the products that I want clients to click on and purchase, because I know that I'm going to make the most money off of that. However, you can put this in any order that you feel is best suited for your business. So if that's cheapest to most expensive, or, in size, however you want to do it, just a personal recommendation. I like putting the things that I'm going to make the most money on up top. So I'm going to move up the digital download first. And the reason the digital downloads have the largest profit margin is because there's no base cost associated with those at all. There's no base cost. There's just the Zenfolio service fee, and that's it. Now, next we might set up the packages here. Package A and package B, and then have this set up here. So once I've got this in the order that I want, the next step that I'm going to do is save and assign this to a gallery, and then we're going to take you through the process of what it looks like to a client. So I'm going to click save and assign, and we're going to assign this to a gallery. And let me grab a sip of coffee while we're waiting. All right, so I'm going to assign this to a client's gallery. I'm going to come over here, and let's just assign this to the Smith gallery right here. And we're going to click this little save button that's kind of hiding behind everything right over here. All right, so we've created digital products, we've put them in packages, and we've built a price list with those packages and those a la carte products together. Now we've assigned it to a gallery. Now let's go take a look at it from the client's perspective. So what I'm going to do is go to Photos. I'm going to locate that gallery. So it's in the client's group. Right here is Smith. And the first thing that I'm going to do is make sure that visitor sign is turned off. Now, I don't recommend making sure that it's turned off. Definitely keep visitor sign in turned on. If you're not familiar with it, it's a really cool feature that lets you capture your visitors' emails. I just wanted to make sure it's turned off because I don't want to have to do it when I show you guys how this works from a client's perspective. Now, if you want to test your website from a true client's perspective, which I definitely 100% recommend that you do this from time to time. Check things out like you're a visitor. The easiest way to do that is if you have the Google Chrome browser, you can open up the gallery in an incognito window, and you can actually test this logged out without actually having to log out of your Zenfolio account. So what I'm going to do is go to Sharing and Client Access. It's underneath the toolbox. We're going to go down here, Sharing and Client Access, and then we're going to just copy this gallery link right here. And then in Google Chrome, what I'm going to do is go to File, and you guys probably can't see it, New Incognito Window, and that's going to open up a new incognito window that looks something like this right here. And then what I'm going to do is just paste that URL in and hit enter. That's going to take me to that client gallery like I'm actually logged out and viewing it as a client. And there is a good chance that this is going to be really ugly because I've been playing around in this account trying to mess with things. So just keep in mind that all these pages are customizable and they don't all have to look like this. But here's that client's gallery. And if we click on one of these, since it's got a price list assigned to it, the photo is going to open up into what's called our quick shop option right here. So over here on the right, you know what? Let me check something here really quick. So first, I know I've been doing a lot of playing around, so I want to make sure that this photo is using the same price list. So as I said, I was doing a lot of playing around. This is something for you guys. If you guys ever see something weird going on with your galleries and the price list, come back here and check this out. So up at the top of your toolbox, watch, if I hit gallery, this says price list 2018. But if I click on a photo, this says portraits price list, and it's not the 2018. So what's happened is I've gone inside of the gallery and applied different price lists to the photos, which you can do. But right now for this example, I want to make sure that they all have the same price list. So if you ever run into this issue, all you have to do is go to the photos, go to the very bottom, and there's a select all button right here. Click that, go to pricing enabled, and just check the same as containing gallery option and hit save down in the bottom. And now they're all going to use the same price list. Now, the reason you can put different price lists on different photos is because sometimes maybe you want a certain photo to only be available in specific sizes. And if you want that, it's really easy to do. You just build another price list with the specific sizes that you want, and then you can assign it on that photo, and then that photo can only be purchased from that price list with those specific sizes. But for this demonstration, we want everything to be the same. So now let me go back to this incognito window here. And now when I click on this, now you're going to see in the quick shop, now it's going to look like the price list that we set up, where here are the digital downloads up top. Here are the packages that we created. And here are the a la carte print products. Now, if you remember when we were creating those packages, I was telling you about the title, about how to put the contents in the title. As you can see, if we had just titled them Package A, that would not really tell us much about the package at all in this shopping setting right here. Now, that's why we add the contents here in these parentheses, is now we can see what's in this package. So now if I click on this, it is going to take this photo. And if you remember, package A was a single photo package. So it's only going to use the photo that I'm looking at right now. So if I click on this, it's going to take that photo, apply it to all of those products, and add it to my cart. However, package B, if you remember, it has 5 free downloads, and we're going to let the client choose 5 different photos. So what I'm going to do here for package B, we're just going to click on that. That's going to bring us to our product configuration page, where we can then choose the digital downloads that we want. So we're going to go here to all, and we can start dragging over photos for the products here, and then same thing down here as well. So we can drag over 5 different photos to download. And they have to be, so if you remember, we set up only 5 unique photos. So now the rest of these have to be the photos that we've already used. So I think it's like this one. And then let's see, this one right here. There we go. Let me drag this one down here. And then we can finish setting up this package like this, so that we have all of these selected. And then once we have all of the products configured, then we would just click the Add to Cart button that's down here in the bottom right corner. And now that has been added in my cart. So guys, that is how you set up packages to have digital products in them. Again, you know, you can put a price on the digital package, but I like making the client feel like they're getting something for free when they purchase that package, even though we're really accounting for the price of it in the actual package. Whenever they go up here and they go to cart, you're going to see right here 5 free downloads, and it's going to say free downloads, and then again down here it'll say free downloads, so they feel like they're getting something for free. All right, let me jump back to my dashboard here really quick, and let me catch up on you guys in chat. All right, so David says, hey Cheryl, so another question. I'm shooting an event that is for raising money for head injuries. I would like to donate a percentage of any image sold. Is there a way to do that on Zenfolio? Zenfolio. So there's not really a way to do that, David, through Zenfolio. That's really awesome that you want to do that. It's a great cause. Unfortunately, right now, there's not really a way to do that. It's just going to be up to you to request the payout and then send the percentage of what was sold to that charity. There's not really a way to set it up to do that here on Zenfolio. Unfortunately, at this time, there's not. And then David says they do not download from Zenfolio, but they pay for it. So that sounds like you want to set up a self-fulfilled product, David. If I can get Cheryl to throw out that tutorial, if you don't want them to download through Zenfolio, you're going to have to sell that as a self-fulfilled product. Now, the self-fulfilled product is where they can go and they can pay for the download, and then you would just send them the image that they want. Unless there's a really strong reason why you want it to be that way, selling the digital downloads through Zenfolio using the digital download feature is going to cut out a lot of the legwork behind the scenes of having to get that file over to your clients. Especially if you set it up with the parameters to downsize and all that, our system's going to do that for you. And once they've paid, it'll email them that directly and you don't have to worry about doing it yourself. So it's definitely going to save you a lot of work using the digital products feature through Zenfolio. But if there's a specific reason why you need to self-fulfill it, I would definitely look at the self-fulfilled products video tutorial. It will walk you through setting that up, and then basically that just allows people to come on your site, pick out their photo, and pay for the product, but then you're responsible for the back-end fulfillment of things. All right, let me grab some email questions really quick. And just for those of you guys who are watching the recorded version of this, again, make sure that you're using that link in the description of the video below that says questions for next week. That's where we get these questions that we answer. We understand you can't be with us on every live stream, and we definitely appreciate you guys sending us all these questions so we can make sure that we get things answered for you. So again, it's in the description of the video below. It's a link that says questions for next week. All right, so let's see. Let me go and let's see. My next question, or the question I have here says, what is the best size to resize my images to display on the web? So if you're thinking about resizing your images for the best size to be displayed on the web, our largest display image size, so let me back up a little bit. If you think that's something that you have to do to make your website run faster here on Zenfolio, I just want to let you know that any photo that you upload to Zenfolio, we actually handle that part of the process for you. So anytime you upload a photo to Zenfolio, we never alter the original photo. We store that for you, but we do generate display images for you that are used on your website. So occasionally you might have uploaded a new gallery, jumped in that new gallery really quick to check it out, and you might have seen something like some spinny wheels or something like that here. What that means is that our system is generating those display images for you. Now, we generate 9 different display images, and let me show you what those are. If you go here and you go to photo protection, these are some of the sizes here that we generate. And the largest size that's ever shown on your website is 1550 by 960 here. So personally, what I recommend is if your internet can handle it, I recommend uploading your full resolution files because we are going to downsize these images for you to show them on your website. We do this because it makes your website run faster and it prevents people from taking really high resolution screenshots of your images. So again, the largest image size shown is 1550 by 960 pixels here. Now, if you are needing to downsize the photos because your internet is not the best, maybe you're somewhere that's extremely remote or isolated and you're working on, a really limited, slow internet connection, I personally would start probably around 1550 by 960 pixels, downsizing them to that size and seeing if that helps. If not, you could definitely go down another size to the 1100 by 850 here. Now, the one thing that you need to keep in mind is that is going to limit what those photos can be used for as far as print products. So Uploading smaller files is going to mean that they won't print as large. So you have to do one of two options if you're going to upload those smaller files. You're either going to have to replace them with larger files in order approval, or you're going to have to make sure that you're limiting your price list to just the print sizes that those smaller files are capable of producing. And if you're not sure, the link that Cheryl threw out in the chat earlier about building a price list based on aspect ratio there's a calculator in that video you can actually download, and it will show you max print sizes based on image dimensions. So you enter your image dimensions in that calculator, and it will show you how large that file can be printed at different DPIs and PPIs and all of that good stuff. So definitely check out that video. Again, personally, I recommend, if it's possible, uploading those full resolution files. One, you've got unlimited storage, so it's nice to have that as an offsite backup. Two, you're going to be able to accommodate more print sizes with the original files uploaded, and it's going to save you work from having to go back and re-upload larger files. And then three, it's just going to be our system downsizes them anyway for use on your website. So that's saving you a couple of steps and a lot of work. So again, like I said, my personal recommendation, if your internet can handle it, go with uploading the full resolution files. All right, let me grab another email question really quick. This question says, how can I let my assistant upload photos to my Zenfolio account without letting him accidentally mess other things up? So if you have an advanced plan, there is an option to create what's called user accounts. So rather than giving people your admin login where they have full access to everything in your Zenfolio account, you can create a login specifically for them to use that will limit them to just being able to upload photos. So let me show you where that's at. Now, again, this is only going to be for those of you guys with the advanced account. If this is a feature that you find that you really could use, then you might want to consider going ahead and upgrading to that advanced account. It does come with a handful of awesome features that are not available on the other account levels. One of them being the brand new green screen feature that we've started offering. Also, you're going to get phone support. You're going to get access to Zenfolio events. A lot of other things come with that advanced account. But if you're not sure what account level you have, you hover over settings right here, click on account, and then right here under account information, it will tell you what plan you're on. Now, I'm on a special plan because this is a demo account, but you'll see something like either advanced, premium business, premium, pro, starter. What you want to see to be able to do this multi-user login is at least the advanced plan. All right. Now, if you do have the advanced plan, then what you want to do to set up this multi-user login is just go down here to where it says Manage Users. And you're going to create a user account. So let me switch to my browser only and get myself out of the way. And honestly, guys, it is pollen season here in North Carolina, and I'm probably about to sneeze. So I wanted to kind of conceal that if I did sneeze for a second. I didn't want to blow snot everywhere. It's pollen season, and I am hurting, to be honest. I'm surprised I haven't sneezed yet. All right. So now we're in here, and you clicked on, and I clicked on Manage Users. Let me go back to where you can see that. Manage Users down here in the bottom. And what you're going to do is, if you haven't created this yet, you're going to do create a new user. So you're going to come up here to the top, and you're going to say Create New. And you're creating the ability for someone new to have a login to your Zenfolio account. So you're going to hit Create New. And then what you're going to do is just enter this information. So let's say that we want to give, I want to give Cheryl access to the demo account without actually giving her my full access. So I would just come here and put her name. And then I would put her email address in here. And then under the username, we're going to come up with a username for her. I'm just going to call Cheryl ModBoss. And then what we want to do is we're going to choose the role that's appropriate for her. Now, one of the things that I want to point out is no matter what role you choose, they will be able to see all of the photos that are in the Zenfolio account. So any photo that you've uploaded, it doesn't matter what role you choose, they will be able to view all of the photos that have been uploaded into the account. But we're going to go down here, and if you want them just to be able to upload photos and not be able to access anything, you can scroll down. You can actually see the different roles, and you can choose the appropriate one. So let me get myself out of the way here and show you guys the roles here. So there's partner, and a partner role basically has all of the same rights as an admin role, as the owner of the account. They can do anything pretty much that you can do. Assistant can do a lot of different things, view reports, request payouts. If you're just wanting somebody to be able to upload photos and that's it, you either want to set them up to be a photographer or a contributing photographer. Now, the photographer role and contributing photographer role are only slightly different. Photographer can manage all of the photos in the account. So they can go in, they can change the password, they can go in and change the order. They can edit the photos. They can download. They can do all of that to all of the photos that are in the account. They don't have access to any of the selling features, so they can't go in and they can't change your price list around. They can't change the pricing on the photos or anything like that, but they can edit the photos and mess with all of the photos in the account. Contributing photographer can only mess with the photos that are assigned to them, and you can assign different groups to them. So those are one of the two options that you want to choose for somebody that you just want to let them have the ability to upload photos. So once you pick the proper account level, you're going to then come down, or actually go up here and hit continue, and it would send them an email and ask them to make a password and give them some information on how to log in and what they can do. So that is how you set that up, so you can allow other people to come in your Zenfolio account and upload photos, but not be able to mess with the selling features or things like that. So let me get back to my dashboard really quick. And let me grab another email question. Guys, if you have any questions, we've probably got about I would say 10 more minutes left. So if you have any questions, make sure you get those in so I can get those answered for you live. In fact, let me check on you guys in chat here really quick. So let's see. It says, David says, thanks, Robert and Cheryl. I love the live sessions. Hey, David, glad you like the live sessions. We do this to help you guys make the most out of your account, and we do them every week. So it's definitely a great place to come if you've just got some questions, or if you want to learn about some of the new features. The live stream is definitely a great place for that. But thanks for coming and hanging out with us. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and participating. All right, let me grab another email question here really quick. So my next question says, I send the client proofing video to my new clients. Is there a way I can make a client info page rather than email them the links to the videos? So for those of you guys who didn't know, on the YouTube channel, we also have tutorials for your clients as well. So we have tutorials that will show them how to do things like favorite, how to use the favorites. There's also a buying tutorial for the new shopping experience as well. Those are all on the YouTube channel, and you can access those and send those out to your clients in an email if you want. But if you want to make a page on your website where clients can come and view maybe like a frequently asked questions page, you can definitely do that, and you can even embed videos as well. So let me show you how to make a custom page. I'm just going to make something general. So if we go to website and we go to custom pages, this is where you can go and create custom pages. And as you can see, I've got a lot of crazy pages in here created, but let's just go and we'll create a new one, and we will call this one frequently asked questions. Now the title does become the URL. Something to think about: if this is a page that you would potentially like to help get traffic to your website, think about that title. You can add a lot more information in that title bar than just FAQ. I'm just throwing that in there because we're just making a quick page. But now what we're going to do is you can go down here at the bottom, and there's lots of things you can do. So you can add photos to this. You can add some text. So let's see. Let me see if I can't just get some text to throw in here really quick. All right, so I'm just going to steal some text from Wikipedia. I'm just going to copy it and paste it right in here. So I'm going to copy and paste it right in there. And here is all of this. Now, as I said, we do have those videos on our YouTube channel that you can send out to your clients. But if you want to kind of put them on a page and just direct them there where they have all this different information, you can do that as well. And you can actually embed the videos on there. So let me grab our, let me grab a video really quick. And we will just embed that onto the custom page here. So I'm just going to pull a video from our YouTube channel. Let's see here. Let me grab a video. Let's see, favorites. We'll do clients. All right, so here I am on our YouTube channel. And there is, right here is our client proofing tutorial. So I just typed in clients and did a search for it, and it's going to show up down here. What I'm going to do is just click on this. I'm going to pause this so it doesn't start playing. And then if you go down here to share, you can actually get the embed code right from YouTube. So let me see if I can't show this to you guys. There we go. Man, I can't get it to show you guys. There we go. So I want the embed code right here. And we're just going to copy this. And then what I'm going to do is just jump back over to the custom page right here. And then we're going to put this video into this custom page. So there's a couple of different ways to do it. You can use the embed option up here. Sometimes it does some weird things, and I don't really like to use that option. I like going the source code route and then just coming down here and finding this and pasting that source code in. And then maybe centering it up a little bit right here. Now I want to point out that while we do allow you to use custom code is, we're not able to troubleshoot it for you guys. So if you're using custom code, if you're going into the source code section, as much as we would love to, we're just not able to troubleshoot that custom code. But if you want to embed a video, you can do it just like I did now. So now let me save and preview this and show you what this looks like. So save and preview it. Here's that frequently asked questions page. And then here is that proofing tutorial here. So we've got this page with all of this information here. Now let's make it easily accessible to our clients. So what we're going to do is we've saved it already. So I'm just going to close this out. And then I'm going to go to website and then customize website right here. And we're going to add a link to that custom page that I just created on our site menu. All right. So we're going to hit continue. And then I've already got a for clients drop down here that's got some information. But let's say I want to add one more. So let me add this and I'll say FAQ, hit enter. And then we're going to link to a built-in or custom page. So built-in or custom page. And then I'm going to select this to link to. So all of my custom pages are going to be in here. FAQs at the very bottom. You guys can't see it, but let me click on that. And there is that. I'm going to hit update. This is going to refresh. Maybe. It's thinking about refreshing. My internet is a little slow right now, but let's see here. See if it's done it yet. Let me hit refresh one more time up here at the top. See if I can't speed that along a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that's going to refresh. And so now if I hover over this, there's that FAQ link right there that I just added. And that is going to go and take me to that custom page that I just created with the video. So you can do a whole lot with custom pages, guys. Custom pages are really awesome. If you're not familiar with them, I would definitely check out our demo site. So if you go to whitegoldphotography.com, let me just throw this link to you guys in the chat. If you guys go to whitegoldphotography.com, this is actually a Zenfolio demo page that has a lot of examples of what you can do with custom pages. So if you hover over custom pages right here, there are lots of examples. And we actually have some custom page templates that you can copy the source code and paste into your own and create a template. So if I go here to the testimonials page, there is a template that will let you recreate a page that looks like this. If you scroll to the very bottom, all you have to do is copy this code right here. So if you take this code and you copy this code right here, you go back in your Zenfolio account. Let me get back to my dashboard. Back in your Zenfolio account, if you don't get too click happy like I did, we're going to go to website, custom pages, and then all you have to do is paste in that source code. So let me go down here, source code, paste this in, and then I will turn this off. And let me show you what this looks like. So we've basically just recreated this client's testimonial page. And then all we have to do is update the content with the right photo and the right customer testimonial. And it's all already laid out. So again, you guys can find those at whitegoldphotography.com. That is a Zenfolio demo site. And there are lots of different things you can do. And there are lots of custom page examples all right in here that you can take a look at. All right, guys, we've probably got about 2 or 3 more minutes left. So if you have any last minute questions, definitely please feel free to get those in the chat so I can get those answered. Let me see if I can get a couple more email questions answered for you guys that watch the recorded version of this. So my next question says, I have set up a pre-order link, and so far I've had several customers let me know that they have pre-ordered, but I don't see this information anywhere in the account. Can you tell me where to find it? So pre-order is, again, another feature that's only available to those of you guys who have the advanced plan. It lets people go on and basically do pre-orders. If you're a school photographer, if you're a sports photographer and you want to let people pre-order, you could definitely do that with Zenfolio. You do have to have the advanced account. And we did do a live stream a while back on pre-ordering, so I'm not going to go through the whole process of setting that up. But if you're looking for the information of your pre-orders, it's going to be inside of your account under your sales reports. So you're going to go to Selling, Reports and Payouts. And then what you're going to do is go to, let me get there, grab some water. All right, so what you're going to do is when you get to your sales report, so Selling, Reports and Payouts, there we go. And then what you're going to do is go to Sales Report. Now, I'm not going to have any information in here because, again, this is a demo account. I haven't done any pre-ordering, but there's a Pre-Orders tab right here. You can click on this, and then you just need to make sure that you adjust this date section here accordingly. So there are several different options. You can go to Between Dates, and you can put the dates over here. You can go to today, yesterday, this year, and if you have any pre-orders, it will show up. And then the nice thing is, once you've got it showing up, you can click this export button and export it as a CSV file so that you have that to look over. So you have all of that pre-order information as a CSV file right there handy, and you can start fulfilling those orders. All right, one more email question, and then unfortunately we will be out of time. So let me see if I can get this answered for you guys. Let me pick one that I can get answered. Here we go. I just signed up today, so I'm guessing sometime last week. I just signed up today. Where should I start first? Well, there is a getting started guide that you can use, and there's also a really good playlist on our YouTube channel called Creating a Website Through Zenfolio. Let me get you the link to that, and I will throw that out in the chat. That is a really good place to start, is the playlist, because it will walk you through all of the basics. Then it'll give you links and have information for all the advanced stuff, and you can use it as a guide when you're kind of getting everything set up. So let me get that link for you guys, and then I will have to sign off, unfortunately, because it is about that time. All right. So there's a playlist. It's called Creating a creating a website on Zenfolio. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. All right, here we go right here. Let me just get this link for you guys. This is a really good playlist for those of you guys that are just starting out. It's got it's going to walk you through a lot of the processes, a lot of the steps, and a lot of the basics and things like that. And that is definitely where I would start. All right, guys, unfortunately, we are out of time. Let's see. Looks like Adam jumped in and said hi. So, hey, Adam, thanks for joining us. Unfortunately, we are signing off, but you should definitely go back and watch the recorded version of this if you get a chance. Thank you guys again for everybody who came and hang out. Roxanne, David, anybody that I missed, thank you guys again. I really appreciate everybody coming and joining us on the live stream. I hope you guys all have a safe and wonderful week, and hope to see everybody back here next week. Thank you.